Hello everybody and welcome to Higurashi When They Cry New, episode 1, Uno anime review. Now, as someone who has never watched Higurashi, never interacted with the franchise at all, let's just say, they know how to make a first impression. Already, I'm very intrigued. I don't know how this stacks up against the original anime, whenever that was, 2006 I think the first one was, the original. Don't know how this stacks up against that because I've not seen it, but in its own right, this is very interesting. Yes, I mean, I'm going to go with the fact the art sometimes looks a bit wonk from an early episode, thing. Like, sometimes the mouths look weird. I don't know if that's a carryover, like, trying to look like the visual novel or what. It sometimes looks weird, but it's not weird to the point where it's particularly off. In fact, it's off-putting in all the right ways because for some reason I thought that they held off on showing what kind of thing this really is for a while. Like, I thought they were like more happy-go-lucky for longer, but no, it was pretty much straight into the horror. Let's go with horror, yeah. But anyway, we'll get into the episode now, see exactly how everything went down, and do this thing. Literally, the first scene of the show is some dude beating someone to death with a bat. I don't have anything to add to that. That's pretty insane just on its own. That's how you immediately grab someone's attention. We don't know who these people are. Like, I'm not too sure exactly who it was getting beaten. I assume the main character is the one with the bat. I could have probably gone back and tried to figure it out, but I didn't, so there's that. I remember the green hair, what was her name? Mion? Was it Mion? Yeah, green hair, Mion. She was on the ground, so she's probably already been hit by the bat. But who knows? Who knows? But set that aside. Let's go to the actual start, I guess. So, dude wakes up. Everyone's getting ready for school like it's a regular slice of life anime. And at this point, I'm just thinking, hang on a second, friend. Let's go back to the bat. Was it a dream or was it just a boom, to get you interested immediately? I mean, fair play, it worked. It's June 10th, 1983. I don't know why I have that in my notes. I just made a note of it, so maybe that's important somehow. Keiichi, who is our main character, meets with Reina, who is the orange-haired chick who is on all of the posters and all is pretty much the marketing. You've probably seen her before. Her name's Reina. They have a little bit of banter, definitely flirting. He's like, oh, I'll never ditch you. And then she gets all shy almost. It's like, okay, this is very childhood friend-esque. This is very slice of lifey. But again, it's obviously deliberate because remember, we just watched a man beat someone to death with a baseball bat. Or maybe it might not have been a baseball bat. It could have been like softball. I don't know. Not too important, really. They also meet up with Mion. And then they all start going to school. Mion is the one with green hair. In case you're, like me, new. I feel like I'm in the minority of people that have no experience with this series whatsoever. But hey, there's probably some people like me. He's just come back from a funeral. He's been gone for 2 days, they say. So something's happened, probably, in the 2 days, as we will later find out. But 2 days, it's not a long time to be missing. But maybe I misunderstood that. They get to school and decide to go bother some of the younger students, I guess. There's a trap on this door. There's like an eraser on the side, but he's like, tut, 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 it's a trap. And he figures out it's a trap, pulls out this thing of pins. I'm like, dude, that could stab you. That could really hurt. It's a good thing he figured out that was a trap. Psych, triple trap, sorry. He falls over and headbutts this thing. He got by this little girl called, let me check my notes again, Satoko. She's a blonde one. I don't like her. She's kind of an asshole. We later learn I think her family owns like a shrine. So there's that. And she's got a friend with blue hair called Rika who does this thing that's meant to be cute at the end of her speech, but I just find it really unnerving after, kind of figuring out what kind of show this is. It's she unnerves me more than anyone else. No, it's not true. They all unnerve me. That's the way we're at. This isn't the type of show where you're going to be picking your best girl. I'm going to make that assumption very clear right now. He also makes Satoko cry, which is a recurring theme in this episode, but he made her cry now until Rika made her better. Just want to clarify, you keep seeing me checking the names in my notes. First couple episodes that'll probably happen, I will gradually get used to it. So there's that. It is, after all, only the first episode. I can only learn people's names so fast. Mion invites Keiichi to go tour of the city because he's not been here a while, although he said only 2 days. They seem to think it's been a bit longer. That must have been something up there. On Sunday, Reina also come and bought a big old lunch. Like damn, a lot of lunch. They go to a shrine where there's going to be a festival soon, so I guess we'll have a festival episode at some point. Me playing a few visual novels, I can sort of tell that, you know, big event is generally where things go wrong, and so I'm presuming that something's going to go wrong at the festival. A lot of food. That's just my note there. That is a lot of food. A lot, like 17 different boxes. Satoko and Rika show up, and he invites Rika to eat, but not Satoko because he's got a never-ending rivalry with her, I guess. She also gets to eat after some tears and stuff. As you do. Everyone's eating together, having a fun old time. This is like the fun times are definitely going to last. Nothing bad's going to happen. Keiichi and Satoko. Got to get her name's hard to say. It shouldn't be, but it is. They keep swiping each other's food, which is very funny. Lots of laughs going on. Again, nothing going to go wrong. They're just a happy-go-lucky group of friends and they're having slice of life fun, and nothing bad is going to happen, probably. Something bad. You could feel it this whole episode. Okay, something's up. Like, just from the opening scene, like, they try and pull this slice of life on you, and it's like, man, I'm not falling for it. You're not going to trick me. They all go on their merry way. He is with Reina, and she takes him to basically a junkyard. Just a lot of crap everywhere. He waits by the side while she has a search. Then some rando dude, whose name I didn't write down, because he's not a cute anime girl, with a camera shows up, starts taking pictures of him. He's like, whoa, dude, that's very rude. And Keiichi makes a joke saying, oh, she's looking for a corpse. You know, she's checking on the corpse that was there. And then the dude is like, it was a horrendous incident. The dude is still missing an arm. And Keiichi's like, what? I don't know anything about this. What's going on? Which is pretty wild. He leaves after, because he's interrupting their dato, as you do. She comes back and found what was the dude's name? Hang on. She found a thing. Kenta-kun. A Kenta-kun figurine thing. And he's like, okay, I'll help you next time. It's at the bottom of a pile, so gotta dig for it. And then he asks her, hey, did anything happen here while I was gone? And then she abruptly, sternly, very out of character, it cut off the music. It was very, like, disturbing. She's like, I don't know. And then she goes to normal. She's like, oh, it's because I'm a transfer student too. I only came here a year ago. And it's like, go back to you being spooky right then, because that was unnerving. There's definitely something up. That's your first sign that something's up in this goddamn town, village, city. It's not a city. It's town. We'll go with town, I guess. And there were definitely more signs, but that was the first one. There's a big old secret underway here. Back to more slice of life fun antics now. Keiichi joins Mion's club because he got his face drawn at some point, I guess, and that means he's got to join the club now. Not too sure what this club actually is. I don't know if they said it. If they did, I missed it. If they didn't, they just didn't say it. What they do, they have a scavenger hunt. She hides this pen. It's a pretty normal looking pen. You probably could have just found a pen that looks like it and said, oh, look, I found it, I swear. And then if he finds it, he gets to draw on her face, though. And that's revenge. Revenge is important. This is a classic revenge story about drawing on another person's face. They all go looking for it. Reina and the others are not going to help him win. In the end, it comes down to Satoko and Rika for the pen. Satoko wins thanks to literally just dropping a bunch of like trays on Rika's head. Probably gave her a severe concussion. She's probably, lost at least a few brain cells from that, but it's alright. It's only Rika. As a reward, Rika gives her a present, which is just the best. The present she gives her is just a punching glove. But I don't mean like a boxing glove for you to put on. I mean, no, she gets punched in the face by like a Jack in the Box, but it's a boxing glove. And knocks Satoko flat on her ass. It was very funny. Came out of nowhere, caught her right on the chin. She deserved it a little bit. You just dropped a load of trays, like washing trays on on Rika's head. You know, she's the most innocent, but the one I trust the least at the moment. Reina is spacing out while this is going on, like, which is kind of weird. Like, Reina, what's up? She says she's going to go to the nurse's office just to sleep it off. So my guess is Reina gets, like, possessed or something, maybe? That's my early guess. I could be wrong. To be fair, I don't think I know enough information to be making any guesses yet. But that's a very early guess. Like, it's probably completely wrong. But something's going on. Something's going on for sure. But hey, slice of life antics were good too. Let's keep everything as normal as possible. Keiichi walks home with Mion and she tells him about the dam that was going to be built, which I guess is the junkyard now. Basically, there was a load of protests to it. The villagers didn't want it, and then they went to the Tokyo and got the politicians involved, and they got them saying, yeah, the dam ain't going to be built. So they won. Hooray! They beat the greedy corporations. They did it. The thing. But he asks, just peaceful, right? Nothing. No one got. There was no violence. No one got murdered. And she's like, of course not. Of course, no one got murdered. In the very same stern, serious, out of nowhere voice that Reina had earlier, very similar, almost as if there is something preventing them from either it's an agreement between all the townspeople that we can never talk about this, or it's like something supernatural. I don't know if there's actually like there's anything supernatural in this show. I have no idea, so I'm not ruling it out yet, quite frankly. I guess that's the one good thing about being so in the dark as I am, that it is all a mystery to me, and that is a spooky thing. I assume most people watching this like at least know about the series, so to them, seeing my probably completely out of their guesses, completely wrong, it's probably quite amusing. But Keiichi, he's at least got a little bit of a brain. He figured, alright, something's up here. He heads to the junkyard and finds Reina there. She looks very nervous, as if she's hiding something that she doesn't want him to see, which is, she might be doing that. She leads him to where the Kinta-kun statue is. He starts digging. While he's digging, eventually he takes a break. She goes to get him some barley tea, which is very nice of her. Then it gets to nighttime, so I guess he passed out, or it just got to nighttime very quick, I don't know. And he checks a nearby magazine, which, considering the information that was in this magazine, or a newspaper, whatever it was, probably should have been burned, you know? Just gonna lay that out there. If you've got important information you don't want people knowing, burn that shiz, you know? What does this magazine say? It says basically, a construction worker got lynched. Okay, that's pretty bad on its own. Then he got murdered. Okay, I guess the lynching didn't murder him, so whatever. And then he got, I've forgotten the word, dismembered. So, yeah, he's got no body parts anymore. So, that happened to just a construction worker, and he's like, I knew something happened. Damn it, I knew it. But then we go cut out, we like pan out, and who's in the distance is Reina with a big, I can only describe as a big F-off knife. Like, I don't even know what to call that. Like, it's just a massive, it's almost a sword. Like, we almost about to turn this into like, I don't know, like Berserk or something. I've never seen Berserk, so what do I know? But yeah, she's got a big old knife, which is concerning. Is she going to kill Keiichi for knowing the truth? I don't know, but it's it's an interesting thought. That's not the only thing, though, I should probably mention. In the post-credits scene, we have Rika. I keep forgetting. It's only her. I keep forgetting her name for some reason. We have Rika watching, so Reina's watching Keiichi. Rika is watching Reina with big glowing red eyes. So that kind of tells me there is something supernatural going on. Either she's being possessed and that's what the red eyes are, or she's doing some possessing with her red eyes. And she's possessing Reina to go kill Keiichi. I have no idea, as I said. This is complete guessing. But yeah, I trust her the least. Like, I think, even though I like her the least, I think I trust Satoko the most. Because she's the only one that hasn't done anything in any way malicious. She's just a bit of a brat, you know. Like, Reina had the knife. That's a bit concerning. Mion, she said the thing, like, of course there was no murder, which obviously there was. There's a big old cover-up going on. And then Rika had glowing red eyes. So, that's not good. Can't really trust that. So I guess Satoko is the most trustworthy one so far. I shouldn't trust anyone, should I? I definitely should not trust anyone. What was my favourite part of this debut episode though? An episode that had my attention throughout. It was very good, very attention grabbing. I don't really have a moment that's my favourite. Instead, I'm just going to go for the tension throughout, alright? The mystery and the tension is like a, what is going on, you know? What is going on? What the hell was with the bat scene at the beginning? Other than to grab your attention and make you feel very nervous about everything that's coming after. Like, it worked really well, because then the slice of life stuff, I was like, can I trust you? Do I want to trust you? I was questioning myself whether I should do the trusting or not. And I think my answer I landed on was no. Don't trust anyone. I don't even trust Keiichi, and he's the main character. I definitely don't trust Keiichi's mum. I should probably trust his mum. She was gone as well, presumably. So she presumably is the only one we can trust. All the girls, can't trust them. At all. Except maybe Satoko. Which, watch next episode, be like, absolutely do not trust Satoko. Who knows? I certainly don't. Here's a question for everyone, or for people that know a little bit more than me. How many episodes do you think this is? Like, how many episodes were the original? I don't know. And do you think this will be the same? Do you think it'll only be like a part season? Because I don't think they've, as of now, putting this up, or recording this, I don't think they've said how many episodes it is. This might age very poorly. But, yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see. It definitely looks interesting. The art style, I guess, changed, because I have seen like screenshots and videos and clips of the original. I mean, I think I like this one more because the other one looked weird, because they had really big, weird-sized heads and weird eyes, unless I'm thinking of a different show. But if I'm thinking of the same show, they just looked a bit odd. Whereas in this, they look more ordinary, but at the same time off-putting. I could be really wrong on that, but hey, that's my early opinion, I guess. But anyway, yeah, I guess I'll wrap this up here. My early thoughts on the show are very interesting. Hopefully, it can keep up the interesting, if that makes sense. Looking forward to it, because as someone who, as I said, doesn't know anything about Higurashi, and it's always been in like the corner of my vision, like, that looks interesting, I should watch that. Yeah, I presume this is a remake. It feels remakey. If it's not, that'd be weird. So yeah, let's just wrap this up here. Thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff for more reviews. That would help me out a lot. I will see you next week for another episode of this. Take care, and bye guys.